Welcome to another edition of ATL Prime Sports. I'm Jurjevich. Joining me tonight is the one, the only Wayne Ridenauer in Memphis, Tennessee, our fabulous producer. No Todd Corder tonight. You can find us all at ATL Prime Sports on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, give us that review and please subscribe on YouTube and Facebook. Give us a like, tweet, retweet. Whatever you would like to do, please follow us. Again, at ATL Prime Sports for all of us. Personals on Twitter only, at JJ for me, at RWY Jr. for our fabulous producer Wayne, and at Corder Todd for TC Todd Corder, who again is not with us this evening. How's everybody doing, Wayne? Go ahead, man.
Well, I'm doing pretty good, but not quite as well as the South Carolina women's basketball team. They won their championship this past weekend, and I'm really excited for them because they beat UConn, which is a pretty good team.
Yeah, beat UConn. Gino Auriemma, great head coach, and I believe that's the first time he's lost in a national championship setting. So yes, hats off to the Lady Gamecocks. And I'm doing pretty good, but I'm not doing as good as the Kansas Jayhawks, who won their second title under Coach Bill Self in as many seasons. And they defeated North Carolina 72-69 on Monday night. And what a great game that was. So hats off to the South Carolina women Gamecocks and the Kansas Jayhawks for winning March Madness on both sides. What's on tap for today's show? We're talking Braves opening day roster and other fun stories. And of course, it's the tradition like any other, the 86th running of the Masters in this beautiful state of Georgia. That's what's on tap today. So let's go ahead and tee this thing off in honor of Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
We're talking about the tradition like unlike any other. The 86th Masters does tee off tomorrow morning, Thursday morning for you listeners here that are going to catch it late. Let's talk some of these storylines at Augusta National. Wayne, I'll tee this one off again. We're staying with the golf theme. The most covered storyline, obviously, is Tiger Woods, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. Is returning to the Masters after a horrific car incident last February. I thought he was going to die. Just looking at the car, I'm serious. I thought there's no way he could live through it, but it's Tiger Woods. He escaped relatively cleanly. I mean, yeah, he had severe injuries and he hasn't played in 508 days. He had a broken leg, but you look at the car, boy, that's a serious car accident. I'm glad Tiger's back. I'm glad he's healthy. And when he plays at the Masters, it's one of the most awesome sights. The gallery that follows him is unbelievable compared to any other golfer in the world. The numbers are just astonishing. It's huge. You look at the pictures on Sunday from years past of this gallery following him around. It's absolutely unmistakable. Tiger Woods is back, Wayne, and that is the number one storyline this weekend. He was asked if he felt like he could win. His answer was two words and simple: I do. So I like his confidence, Wayne. Tiger, again, hasn't played in 508 days since this incident. He did, however, play in a round of golf with his son Charlie back in December. He shot pretty well, but he was on a golf cart. So if that leg can hold up in Augusta National's undulation, he can probably contend. But it's going to be about how he holds up walking the course on Thursday and Friday, which will be, in my opinion, the biggest key to Tiger's success. We all know he can strike the ball well. We all know his putting, chipping game. When it's on, he's one of the best. So I think the biggest instance for Tiger, our key, is that leg. Can he walk 72 holes in the whole tournament from Thursday to Sunday? We will find out in a short time. Wayne, what's your favorite part about Tiger coming back, man?
Well, like you said, that car wreck you had, it looked pretty horrendous. Of the 5 car wrecks that I've had, only 2 of them were quite that serious where the car was smashed up. But benefit for me, I was driving some Detroit steel, and so all I ended up with was a bruise on my leg. But him being confident and wanting to come back after that many days not playing golf is fantastic. Now, It's been quite a while since I've played golf, and the major thing that I had, to think about last time I played was timing that windmill to come down that was blocking the hole, when we were out there playing.
Isn't that the tough one for all of us average golfers? Another storyline I'm looking forward to is your favorites. You got to have a favorite to win it. I'm going to go over a couple of mine here with you. I am playing the Masters app, which is the greatest app, period. Download it. Folks, even if you're an avid golf fan like myself, or just a beginning guy and you want to watch Tiger, you can do that. You can literally search Tiger Woods and watch Tiger Woods for free in the app. It's unbelievable. So download the Masters app. But let's get back into the storylines here. That is the number one storyline, is the Masters app, if you ask me. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, let's get into some favorites. Former number one, Jon Rahm. The Spaniard is looking to become the fourth Spanish player to win a green jacket. He won the 2021 U.S. Open. So a lot of people say, is this the year Jon Rahm does it? The last 4 times in the Masters, he's played extremely well. I like Jon Rahm as a favorite. Also, the Texan 25-year-old new world number one, Scotty Scheffler. He's won 3 of his last 5 starts, Wayne. People are predicting him to win this thing. He's not my number one favorite. I think Jon Rahm is my number one favorite. I just like the way the Spaniard plays Augusta. He's always in it on Sunday, and that's what it takes. If you're there on Sunday, you got a shot. So Jon Rahm, Scotty Scheffler. I'll go with another easy topic, but anybody who's won this tournament before has a shot at getting it done. Maybe not your guys who won it in the 80s and the 90s who are playing for fun, who make up some of the field of 91. But guys like Bubba Watson or Jordan Spieth, maybe. Those are 2 guys that could come out of nowhere who have won former jackets, and they could really make a difference in this tournament. And then you can't ever count out the defending champion, Matsuyama. Hideki Matsuyama played great golf last year, and everybody fell in love with the Japanese guy. First one to win it at Augusta National, so you can't ever count out defending champs. I'll give you one dark horse. It's going to be Rory McIlroy for me.
Yeah,
he just needs one. He needs the green jacket. If he gets the green jacket, he completes the Grand Slam sweep, which would be all 4 major champions. He'd become the 6th player ever to do that, joining names like Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus. So Rory McIlroy is my dark horse. I like the way Rory plays. He plays long. And Bryson DeChambeau, he said he's only about 80%. So we'll see if he's in the field on Sunday and in contention. It's going to be a really fun 86 Masters. Get your pimento and cheese ready. Get your egg salad sandwiches ready, because inflation hasn't affected those bad boys. And that's what I like about the Masters.
Yeah. Well,
give me 1 or 2 of your favorites.
Well, of course, you mentioned 2 of them, McIlroy and Matsuyama. I think that McIlroy being a dark horse, but I think he also has a pretty good chance, because I think he's driven to get that jacket. And you had mentioned the pimento cheese, and I don't know what your favorite brand is, but I have a problem not eating the entire container of the Palmetto brand palmetto cheese.
It's very good.
Cheese. Yeah.
I'll have to admit, the only time I've ever had Masters pimento and cheese is when they allowed everybody to buy it from Augusta National. At my buddy's wedding, he bought a big plate, November 2020. We were at the beach watching the Masters, eating Masters pimento and cheese and egg salad, and it was absolutely delicious. Another cool storyline for me, I gave you the dark horse. No more COVID restrictions at Augusta National. Full Masters in effect. So everybody enjoy the best weekend of the year, opening day, and the Masters tournament. It can't get any better than this. Any final thoughts on the Masters, Wayne?
Well, it looks like the weather's going to be pretty good, so that's a plus. And again, I got to go back to the Palmetto brand pimento cheese. If you go to your grocery store, they should have it. You got to try that. You'll love it.
Not yet a sponsor.
Maybe.
All right, guys. And speaking of the weather, should slow down the greens on Thursday. You might see some better scores because of the rain in the area. Hopefully that slows down the greens, and maybe Tiger can take advantage of those slower greens at 10:34 when he tees off on Thursday morning. Let's wrap up that. Let's go into opening day. Let's talk some chop with your defending champion Atlanta Braves. Opening day's Thursday, first pitch, 8 o'clock p.m. They're unveiling the 2021 World Championship banner, and your boy will be there in attendance. Can't wait to see the banner, all the storylines going into the Braves defending championship season. Where do you start? Let's start with Marcell Ozuna, the DH for the Atlanta Braves. Is he going to win the fan base back, Wayne? Is he going to come in and do what he did in 2020, where he basically carried the Braves offense for about 20 or 30 games there in the 60-game season? Close to an MVP player. Comes April the next year, really struggles out the gate, hurts his wrist, and we all know the off-field issues. Will he be able to win the fan base back? I made a bold prediction. I think he hits 30-plus home runs, 100-plus RBIs, and I think he hits for 275-plus, and I think he wins the fan base back. Marcell Ozuna will be a key contributor to the Atlanta Braves this season. I'll start it off with that. Wayne, give me one storyline you're looking forward to this season for the Atlanta Braves.
Well, I mean, of course, going in as the former champs is good, but has there ever? When is the last time somebody's repeated as world champions in Major League Baseball? Was it? I want to say it was New York, but I might be wrong.
It was the Yankees. You are correct. It was 98 through 2000. They did a three-peat. Braves were involved in one of those. So karma says come back. Last time the Braves won the World Series, they got back to it.
All right.
So let's see if that trend can continue. Number two story's got to be Ronald Acuna Jr. He wasn't on the roster. He was hurt for the World Championship game, the clinching game, Game 6. What's his mentality? He is going to be a DH early in the season. We don't think he'll be ready for opening day tomorrow, but he is available to pinch hit later in the month, supposedly, according to Alex Anthopoulos. How well will Ronald Acuna be now that he is healthy? Is he going to be the same player he was, stealing bases? Is he going to be a 30-30 guy, 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases? Or is he going to go for that 40 home runs and take a couple off the stolen bases mark? What do you think? Wayne, is Ronald Acuna going to be effective on the base path as much as he used to be prior to the ACL injury?
No, and you said he was going to be their DH?
Yeah, he'll be their DH until he's fully ready to play. So looks like we'll see Marcell Ozuna get some playing time in left field. Rosario in center and Duvall in right, or Duvall in center, Rosario in left or right. You can do a lot of things with this outfield. So until Ronald gets healthy, it looks like he will not be in that leadoff spot, and he will not be playing the outfield for the Atlanta Braves. But he will be a DH coming up soon, and he feels he's ready. We'll see if we can see him in a uniform sooner rather than later. But I do think he will be a little less effective on the base path, but I think he'll be just as effective, if not more effective, in the batter's box now that he's 100% healthy. And I can't wait to see 13 back in the batter's box, because I think he's the most exciting player in baseball. I may be biased. He is my favorite player. My numero uno on the Atlanta Braves. Love me some Ronald Acuna Jr. Can't wait to watch him play. I just can't wait to watch this team. Matt Olson comes in. You got a new era at first base. What's going to happen? No 5 alive. You got 28's great on first base. Got Austin Riley, who's really coming to his own in the postseason on the hot corner. Dansby Swanson's in a contract year. What's he going to do? These are all storylines that time will tell. I think Dansby Swanson's going to be a crowd favorite by the end of the year. I think we'll lock him up for quite a while. And I think that double play pattern, him to Albies to now Olsen, will be very key in the Braves' defense run. and I think they can get pretty far. I think they'll win the NL East. Scherzer's a little iffy. We know DeGrom is already hurt. The Mets were arguably the biggest. People were picking them. They were the biggest favorites. Now it's slipping back. If Atlanta can stay healthy, missing Luke Jackson for most of the season, if not all the season, could be key. It's going to be fun to see what this Braves bullpen does. I think they're the best in baseball. You got McHugh. You got Jansen back there, Will Smith. Still got Minter. Still got Matzik. It's a great bullpen, the best in baseball, and I think that's going to save their tails late in the season. They'll win more games this year, and I think they get to the National League Championship Series and win. I'm putting them in the World Series. I'm not going to say they win back-to-back, but I'm pretty confident this Braves team with Ronald Acuna Jr. and Marcell Ozuna, those are two players that, when they're hot, they can hold a team down for months. Wayne, what say you, man? Give me one more storyline, and then we'll call this one a day because we're all ready to watch the Masters anyway.
Right. Well, you know what? I'm a Texas Rangers fan. Obviously, I get the hat on. And they don't start on opening day. They start on Friday. And they get a fly up to Toronto. And I think John Gray is supposed to start. So we'll see. You know, they did pretty well out there among the cacti. But we'll see what it's a regular season. It's not easy to go to Toronto and win. And then they've got to play Colorado at home, 2 games after that. So
yeah, it's an interleague play right off the start for the Rangers. So
and I know y'all are excited about having a designated hitter. You know, finally getting to play some modern baseball.
Oh, don't get me started. I'm not excited about it, but I will come around on it. I'm sure I will. You will see more offense, but the double switch, we may never see a double switch again.
Yeah.
We may never see it ever again. Guys, that about wraps us up for today. We're going to keep it short and sweet. Any closing thoughts, comments on the show tonight, Wayne?
No, not really. I'm excited for baseball. All the stock car and Formula One racing has been going on for a little while now, so I can kind of immerse myself in that. And soon we're going to have to start talking about USFL.
USFL. We're going to have to try and get some of those guys on. They kick off, a week or two? Birmingham Stallions. I can't remember the other team off the top of my head who they're playing, but they kick off the USFL, and I do hope that league does extremely well. My final thought on the show, enjoy your $151 Wagyu beef burger at Truist Park. Now, let me tell you what this thing has on it, folks. It's a Wagyu beef patty with cage-free pan-fried eggs, golden leaf wrapped lettuce, grilled cold water lobster tail, heirloom tomato, and some cheddar cheese, truffle aioli on a toasted butter bun with Parmesan waffle fries, all for 151 sweet bucks. You guys enjoy your Wagyu beef patty. I'm going to get one of these. And I'm going to be there Thursday. So, guys, any listeners out there, if you see me, say hey. We follow back on Twitter, folks. Again, at ATL Prime Sports for all of us. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. If you're listening, drop a comment, drop a review, give us a thumbs up, retweet us. Do whatever you do. Guys, I want to say thank you for listening. And, again, for Wayne, I'm JJ. We'll see you guys next week. Get you one.